Desperation and trepidation in Gaza and Israel following ceasefire plan agreement. News of the ceasefire agreement reached between Israel and Hamas was met with celebrations and joyous scenes in both Gaza and Israel, though residents on both sides of the devastating war expressed trepidation that a deal may still fall through. U.S. President Donald Trump announced that negotiators had reached an agreement in the Egyptian city of Sharm El Sheikh late Wednesday, saying Israel and Hamas had signed off on the first phase of a ceasefire framework. The plan includes the release of all hostages held by Hamas and the withdrawal of Israeli troops to an agreed-upon line, according to Trump. A Qatari official later said the agreement will lead to ending the war, the release of Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners, and the entry of aid. However, there is still a lack of clarity on key sticking points, including the disarmament of Hamas, the future governance of Gaza, as well as what, if any, security guarantees have been made to stop hostilities from erupting once again. Jubilant crowds gathered in Tel Aviv's Hostages Square to celebrate the agreement, with many people expressing joy that the hostages held captive by Hamas may finally come home. Former hostages released as part of earlier ceasefire agreements, and families of those still held captive, joined the crowds who were hugging, singing, and raising glasses. Einav Zangokar, whose son Matan Zangokar remains in captivity with Hamas, joined the spirited crowds on Thursday morning. Appearing overwhelmed, she joined in with chants that translate in English to, "We will bring Matan back. Our hearts are filled with joy, I cannot even know how to hold it in," Tel Aviv resident Hillel Meir told CNN from the square. Palestinians in Gaza heralded the agreement, cautiously hoping it would bring an end to Israel's devastating assault on the besieged enclave, which now lies in ruins. Crowds gathered near Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis to celebrate in the pre-dawn darkness, clapping and cheering. "I feel like I could fly with joy," Ali Arif Abu Uda from Beit Hanoun told CNN. He said he hoped that the nightmare he and his loved ones were living would finally stop. "The war will stop and the suffering and moving from place to place and the nightmare will end. But now we do not know what we will do. There are no houses, no schools, no universities, nothing remains," he said. But underlining the precarious nature of such agreements, the Israeli military said it had instructed its soldiers to be ready for any scenario. And the military's Arabic spokesperson Avichai Adri warned Palestinians in Gaza not to return north or approach areas where Israel Defense Forces IDF soldiers are stationed. Even as celebrations broke out, journalists in Gaza told CNN that Israeli bombardments are continuing, especially in Gaza City. Abu Muhammad Abu Yassin, from Jabalia in northern Gaza, told CNN he was not going to return home just yet. "In the past there was a truce and we hoped, then the war returned and we lost people. I am one of those affected. My son was 9 years old sitting in the street when a shard struck his eye and he lost his eye," he said. Abu Yassin said he feared what would come next. "We will feel the effects of the war after the ceasefire. We are now preoccupied with how to feed our children. When the truce comes, everything will be provided and then we will remember and enter into the psychological suffering after the war."